So, hi there, I'm Ayushi, and today I'll be talking about my Ed Sheeran concert experience 2025 at Pune. I decided to go for the concert at around 3 o'clock on the day of the concert. I actually mailed my company thinking that they would give me the tickets, but it did not turn out that way. So, I had to go and buy the tickets on the spot on the venue. So there are a few things I would like to cover in this video. That would be, you can buy the tickets or book my show and they'll deliver it to your house, and then the entrance, the timing, the parking situations, what items you are allowed to carry, and the overall experience that I had at the event. So like, I want to start with first is the entrance. So in Pune it is quite hot right now, especially if you like, there was a huge queue at 4 o'clock. So I would basically be recommending everyone to start a little late, because the whole concert, the whole setting started quite late. So instead of going at 4, I would recommend anyone who is going to the Ed Sheeran concert in any of the other cities that he'll be touring right now, I would tell them to start around at like maybe around 6. They can reach the venue and have a smooth check-in experience and everything, because I took a general entry ticket and that general access ticket, which retails for about 5,500 on Book My Show, and along with taxes you'd have to pay around 6,000 per ticket. But because I bought it on open and it was like really last minute thing, I bought it on the venue for around 4,500 and I got really lucky. And I can give the link to the guy who sold me this ticket on the day of the event outside the venue. He gave me this ticket. So I would recommend everyone to go late, because it's really hot and there is no point of standing in a line for a really long amount of time, right? And the parking situation is like, if you're coming with a car, you will have ample amount of space to park. Like, they have reserved parking lots. You can just park your car in those huge grounds. I mean, it depends from city to city, because in Pune it was in Yash Lawns, and Yash Lawns has huge areas to park and you can easily park. But it really depends on the city, and I'm not quite sure which city you will be visiting this concert in. So I would recommend you to see the location. If it's quite a crowded location and there's no amount of space to park and everything. For Hyderabad, I can tell you there's huge amounts of space to park in Ramoji Film City. You don't have to be worried, because I'm a Hyderabadi and I've lived there for a really long time. So for Hyderabad, I can give you this guarantee: you can go late, go at 6, enjoy the event and come back. But for other cities, I cannot be sure of telling you that you'll get amazing parking spaces or something like that. So talking about the concert experience and what are the items you're allowed to carry and what you're not allowed to carry. So definitely you cannot carry any food or drinks into the venue. Although you can carry empty water bottles, you will be asked to throw whatever is inside the water bottle, may it be Coke or water, you will be asked to throw that outside. And you can carry empty bottles, and no steel bottles or anything is allowed. Only clear plastic bottles will be allowed, and bags, only small bags that are around this big in size will be allowed. Only handbags will be allowed. And the other items, like, you cannot carry deodorant, sunscreen, perfumes, all those are off the lists. And yeah, pretty much that is it. And outside the Pune concert area, people were selling cigarettes, vapes, and you could buy it and you could take that in. I don't know how that's allowed. That should not be allowed. I don't think that will be the same case in Hyderabad, hopefully not, or the other locations that the concert is going to take place at, because it's quite annoying when people are smoking around you, and I don't think that should be allowed. And for the food arrangements, here we had the food stalls at quite a, I wouldn't say reasonable rate, but that's actually the rate at which they sell at in general. So we had Social here, and Socials is quite decent. And we had Taco Bell, Social, Burger, Boss Burger. All these are pretty standard food chain branches. So the food was pretty decent, and the prices were just as like the prices at the store. They were not really overpriced, although the Coke and everything else costed us like 150 per drink. So that was about that. The overall experience, I would say that it did not live up to the experience that I was hoping for, at least, because like there was no confetti, there were no fireworks, and I don't know, for some reason the audience was not singing the songs at the top of their lungs. Maybe they're not big Ed Sheeran fans, but that was the same thing at Coldplay. Also, I do not know any songs of Coldplay or anything, so I would not be like a person who's gonna say, oh, I missed out on a Coldplay concert. I don't listen to Coldplay, so yeah. Anyway, the vibe was not really up to the hype. Ed Sheeran arrived quite late. He arrived at 7:45, and the concert only will go on till 9:45. That is exactly 2 hours Ed Sheeran has performed there, and it doesn't do quite justice to what I was expecting. And usually, you know, on his other concerts and tours, he brings in secondary artists like Diljit Dosanjh or anyone else like Ritviz or any other side popular Hindi singers or artists along with him to perform and share the stage. But this time it was not so. He was the only one performing, and he had one opener called Dot, and we were just like clueless. Yeah, and I forgot to tell that he like yesterday, basically, like while going back, there was a huge like crowd, and there was like no buses, no taxis, no autos getting booked, and people were legit like walking so long for like 2 to 3 kilometers from the venue of the concert. And you will not find vehicles to be like to go back home. So like, I think if you're going for this concert, people should either bring their own vehicles, or like in general the prices of the fares of these taxis and everything skyrockets like really high. They'll charge you 1,000 rupees plus even the autos. So that's what happened to me as well, and that's what would happen to anyone basically.